joining us. Great pleasure to speak to you. We move on now. The United Nations probe has said that mass killings of non-Arab communities when the Rapid Support Forces paramilitary group captured the Sudanese city of Al-Fashir bears the hallmarks that point to genocide. However, the UN Independent International Fact-Finding Mission for the Sudan has said that at the end of October last year, the RSF took over the city, which had been the last remaining stronghold of the Sudanese armed forces in the Darfur region in the west of the country, with thousands of people killed and raped during 3 days of horror. The British Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper has responded. Let's take a listen in to what she had to say.
Good morning. Today in the Security Council session, we will be discussing Sudan. It is the greatest humanitarian crisis of the 21st century, and the world must not look away. 2 weeks ago, I visited Adre, the camp at the Sudan border with Chad, a huge camp of mainly women and children, and women who told me some of the horrors that they had seen. I spoke to nurses, teachers, small businesswomen, people who had lost their families, had everything ripped from them, and who told me too about the scale of sexual violence and rape being used as a weapon of war. I heard stories of children, teenage girls, enduring the most appalling and horrendous sexual violence. This is a war that is being waged on women's bodies. And we've seen too how too often the world has looked away from the atrocities in Sudan. That is why the UK led the process to commission the UN fact-finding mission into the RSF siege and capture of Al-Fashir, the report is out today and whose findings I will be taking to the Security Council this morning. And the report's findings are chilling. Starvation used as a weapon of war, mass killings, civilians ambushed and slaughtered as they fled, and women raped by the bodies of their murdered children, ethnic targeting and perpetrators calling for extermination, and what the report describes as hallmarks of genocide. Today we will take this report to the Security Council so the world cannot look away, because we need action from across the international community, international criminal investigations and accountability for vile perpetrators and justice for victims.
We move on now and over to the United States, and news from the entertainment